right, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. In this episode, I want to discuss something that is very controversial, and there's a lot of misunderstanding and confusion. Okay, something that is very simple, people is getting a lot of confusion, and this is what most likely is affecting you as well. If you're new on smart money concept, please, I recommend you to watch this video entirely and pay attention in detail to what I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, which, by the way, if you're interested, you go on my YouTube channel, and right here in the main page, I do have a free smart money course. Okay, you go here, play it all, and I recommend you watching all the playlists that I have there. There's about 55, if I'm not mistaken, around 55 videos in there that you might want to watch, okay, to understand market structure. All right, and of course, please subscribe, give it a big thumbs up already. It motivates me to keep posting videos for you like this every week. All right, so all right, what you're seeing right here, guys, in this, pretty much in this structure, it may actually not look like it. Like, let me explain what I mean by it. People will be actually marking up. Traders, they are just beginners on smart money concept, or I see actually some old traders as well. They're marking every single break of a previous high. Let's say right here, break of this high, break of this high, break of this high, and break of this high. They're marking every single break as a BOS. And that is actually, to me, to my understanding, that is not the right point. There's a lot more into this thing. For a break of a structure to happen, which my way of explaining this thing, especially on my students, is that I want to look for a confirmed BOS, a confirmed break of a structure. It is technically, the price is breaking definitely a previous high. So in theory, it is a break of a structure, right? Yes, makes sense. But to me, it's not a confirmed break of a structure. And smart money concept, this is key. This is very important because this is what's going to determine if the trade is actually continuing pushing up or is going to do a change of direction, right? And you're going to get very confused all the time. So in theory, right here, you might think that this is a BOS, this is a BOS, this is a BOS, and this is a BOS. And in reality, none of this push is actually a break of a structure. Why? Look at this. From here, in order for a confirmed BOS, confirmed break of a structure to happen, there has to be an inducement. Okay? The market has to take some sort of liquidity. If you see a clean push to the upside, impulse, right? Minor correction, and another impulse right there, without taking any liquidity from this point, from this low and this high right there. The market is just in between, between this high and this low. The market is just here inside. It's not taking any liquidity, right? And breaks. This is not a BOS. This is an inducement. The market is just simply continuing pushing up and it's inducing buyers to get in, okay? It's not a confirmed BOS. What would be a confirmed BOS? You see that all this move, price had an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. You see that, again, this is not a BOS because the market is not taking any liquidity. How would this be a BOS? This would be a BOS if it does something like this. That's it. As simple as that. This is the only, the nearest higher low right there, right? So if the market does that, right, takes liquidity from that low and then breaks now to the upside, this is a confirmed BOS. Okay? Again, pay attention. Right here, this is not a BOS. Right here, this is a BOS. Right here, not a BOS. Right here is a BOS. You know what I mean? It's a break of a structure. So this is inducement. Okay? This is definitely a break of a structure right here because it took liquidity from a previous high, right? In theory, this is where the mistake is. People will mark this as a BOS, right? Beginner traders or smart money traders, they are confused. They would mark this as a chalk, right? Look what's happening. They're most likely looking for a POI right here, maybe the origin, right? And they're looking most likely for a sale, and they are expecting the market to drop from there because apparently they have a chalk right here now, right? But it's not. It's a fake chalk. But why did you get faked out? Is because most likely you mark this as a boss, and this is not a boss, right? You have to understand the structure, guys. You have to understand market structure. And in order for a confirmed boss to happen, a liquidity or inducement has to happen. Okay? Let me put it again. Necessary for you to watch this. This is not a boss. This is a boss. I mean, this area. At this point, this is definitely a confirmed boss. Not a boss. Confirmed boss. Not a boss. Confirmed boss. I'm doing this. It sounds stupid, but I'm making this thing so you can understand. Okay? So right here, this is an inducement. Price after the break right there. Look at this impulse, right? Huge impulse, very strong impulse, minor correction, and another break. Is this a boss? No, it's not. This is not a break of a structure. This is another inducement. This would have been a boss. This would have been a boss if the market would if the market would have created something here. There's got to be some, let's say this impulse was like this, an impulse, maybe correction here, minor correction, and impulse. Okay, now if the price does this, boom, takes liquidity from the nearest higher low and breaks now to the upside, then this definitely is a boss, a confirmed break of a structure. But what you're seeing here is just one straight line up, right? Most likely all candles are the same, right? Bullish candles. Price just giving a minor correction, is not taking any liquidity, right? So it's just staying right there. And now the market is breaking again the high. This is not a boss. Again, don't get confused because you will get a lot of confusion. So if there is no liquidity taken, there is no confirmed boss. Okay, this one right here would not be a boss either, right? Because you just have an impulse, minor correction, and another impulse. The market is not taking any liquidity right here. So this would have been a confirmed boss if the market does this. Boom, sweeps at least the nearest higher low, right? To have an inducement right there or liquidity taken. Now this is definitely my confirmed boss. Okay, so far what we are having here, again, pay attention. This is my confirmed higher high, confirmed higher low, confirmed higher high, confirmed higher low. Okay, this is not a higher high. This is not, I mean, in theory, technically, this is a higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. I know, but confirmed higher high is this one. Confirmed higher low is this one. This is not a higher low. I mean, this low right here is higher than this one, so technically is a higher low, technically, but it's not a confirmed higher low. What makes a confirmed higher low? Once the market sweeps the low, this previous liquidity, that confirms that this is my confirmed, sorry, that makes this my confirmed higher high, right? Now, once the market breaks that higher high, takes that liquidity in there, it goes and breaks the high, that confirms my higher low, okay? Again, what confirms my higher low? The break of this previous high. What confirms this higher high? The break right there of this inducement, the nearest higher low break. So what I'm trying to say here is this is the actual structure. The market is doing this: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and maybe a higher high next. Okay. So what you're seeing here internally is the internal structure, all the noise, right? This little inducement right here is the internal structure, and the blue line is the external structure. So I hope it makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing you right here, but you need to pay a lot of attention to this thing because it's key right now, guys. This is key. This is why you get confused. Not every single break of a previous high is a boss. You have to understand that. Okay? It's that simple. Let me go ahead and now show you an example on the charts. All right, right here we have a couple of, simple structure. We definitely see the market is bullish. Okay, just paying attention. I don't care what else is happening. I just want to show you that, okay, we're definitely bullish. But how would you mark it out? Pay attention to the market, right? We have an impulse, minor correction right there, impulse, right? Even right here, this is an inducement. This is not a boss. Please don't mark this thing as a boss, okay? After the price creates this high, you see where is the closest, the nearest higher low was actually right here, right? What the market does, it comes back down, sweeps it, induces, takes liquidity, And now, of course, after this, it makes a lot of noise here. Boom, breaks finally to the upside. What is this? This inducement right here, very important. This zone makes this thing a confirmed boss. I do have a break of a structure now. I can mark this as a boss, okay? What the market does in here, in this moment, after it breaks, look at the move, right? The market came from here, little impulse, minor correction, and impulse, right? Where is the closest, the nearest higher low? Right here. Market does pulls back, boom, sweeps, takes liquidity, induces, and now price skyrocket right away, directly, right? What does that makes this? Another confirmed boss, okay? Very important, another confirmed boss. Now, because look at the push, one single move, price pulls back, right? Plays around a little bit, stops right here, and then skyrocket again, right? All the way to the top. What does that make this thing? This is not a break of a structure, even though it's breaking the previous high. Duh, right? It makes sense. It is breaking the structure, but it's not a boss. It's not a confirmed break of a structure because it's not sweeping anything. It's not taking any liquidity. The market would have to do this, something like this, to sweep, right? And then maybe go up, right? But it's not doing anything of that, right? You're not seeing any liquidity. So that means that this is not a boss. That's an inducement, okay? Same thing happened here. Look at the clean move from here. Price starts playing around, and then breaks again, right? Is this a boss? No, it's not a boss because the market from this impulse, the nearest higher low is right here, right? The market did not sweep that liquidity. Okay, you might say, well, but Eduardo is taking this liquidity. Yeah, I don't care because this is not from this high. Like you want to measure this move right here. This is the move that you want to pay attention to right here, right? So that entire move, the higher low is right here. The market did not sweep any liquidity and pushed up later, right? So understand that, guys. I know I have a lot of lines now at the moment, but let me clean them up. Understand that the market, in order to have a confirmed boss, liquidity has to happen. So this is a break of a structure, definitely, right? Why? Because market is taking right here liquidity, all right? Is inducing. We do have an inducement right there, right? Now this push is definitely a break of a structure, as we said, because why? Because the market took the first lower head. You see that minor impulse, minor correction, impulse, right? So let's say from here, market took this liquidity right there. So that's my inducement. Inducement, right? Now here, is this a boss or an inducement? This is an inducement. There is no break of a structure right there because the market did not sweep any liquidity, right? Now, again, the impulse came from here, big impulse, right? So this would be another inducement right here. Okay, this helps me understand where I'm at, where I'm actually at. Where is the change of character at this point? People would say, oh, but Ed, okay, well, the change of character would happen here, right? That's where the chalk would happen. No, because this is an inducement and this is an inducement. For a chalk to happen, there has to be a boss. They go together hand to hand. Okay, so a boss will happen here. I mean, the last confirmed boss was right here, right? So that means that my confirmed chalk would happen somewhere there. This can still be a fake at some point. It could be a fake chalk. I don't care at this point. We can still have a lot of things going on. Market could be doing a fake chalk. Maybe some sort of new something is happening. Actually, it looks like the price went up again. So this would have been perhaps a sweep, or you see that even the body of the candle did not close below this low, but it did went down to pretty much a sweep and ended up actually going to the upside, pushing up because the market took liquidity. This makes this a confirmed boss, right? Things started to get a lot messy right here in this area. But you see that if you stretch it out, the chalk technically happened somewhere there. Very messy. Market is very messy at this point. Okay, this is US 30. Started to get very messy. But understand that this is how you mark it up. Okay, very important You might think that this is a change of direction right here. It's not. If you were marking this as a chalk, look at what happened. See, if you mark it up, this is a chalk. We were most likely looking for a sale, maybe somewhere here. I don't know, maybe you mark this POI, right? We were looking for a POI right there to go for the sale if you were marking this as a chalk. And if you were marking this as a boss, because it was not, I mean, it was not a boss. Let's say you mark it up as a boss, right? So you have a chalk. The market tried to go sell. You went on a sale, price went down your direction for a little bit, but then it skyrocketed and broke, ended up actually breaking back again. So you see, no, there is no boss right here. There is no chalk right here. Understand that, guys. Understand. This is key. You guys keep getting confused. If you're new, please understand this, right? Be careful with a lot of videos that are on YouTube. They're going to most likely get you confused, right? Let me see if I can show you another scenario. All right, in this other example right here, we can see the market is going bearish. All right, but let's mark the structure up, which is the whole point right here. We see that the market created this last high, and since then, it's trying to pretty much break structures to the downside. So it broke right there. How do I know? Look at this. How do I know this is actually a boss? Look at the impulse. Okay. We'll look right here. We had an impulse, correction, impulse. This right here was an inducement, by the way. Then price pushes up, takes liquidity from the first. In this case, we're in a bearish scenario. So it takes liquidity from the first lower high, right? And then consolidates a little bit and breaks. Okay, that makes this a valid or a confirmed break of a structure. Okay, so let me mark it up. This is my confirmed boss. I know so far, I know that where's the highest point? Now, after the boss, my highest point is right here. I know that my chalk would happen somewhere there, okay, at the moment. You see, market is struggling right here. Look at what the market is doing in this case. Look at this. This was actually really cool. Right, we have from here, we had a clean break, minor correction, another move, right? Two moves. What the market does, pushes up after creating this low, pushes up a little bit, induces, which is good. If it's inducing, that means that if it breaks, now this low, it's a confirmed boss, okay? So look what the market does, right? After taking the liquidity from this previous high, right? The nearest higher low, lower high. Now price decides to break. Look, it has a move, correction, and a move, right? So it does break the previous low. That makes this another confirmed boss. Okay, now I have two. That means that now my chalk is now going to this point right there. It would happen, right? My change of character would happen somewhere there, right? So what does the market do after that? We have an impulse. Let's try to mark this thing up. So we had a little impulse, correction right here, and big impulse, right? After the market creates this low, it starts playing around and even break right here. You see? And this is where you could have made a mistake, a big mistake right here, if you mark this as a boss. Where was the nearest lower high? Right here. It was never taken, right? There was no liquidity taken. The market did not do this, sweep and broke. No, it didn't do it. So that means that this right here is not a boss. You would normally mark it up as a boss, but it's not. Okay, what is that? It's an inducement. Now, this is where it all makes sense now at this point. Because if you were marking this as a boss, most likely you were placing right here your chalk, right? That would be your chalk. Oh, what happened, Eduardo? Look at that. This was a fake chalk. No, it's not a fake chalk, to be honest, right here in this case. This is just a liquidity taking. It's an inducement. The market is just inducing before continue. Now, because it already induced now, this is definitely my boss. This is where the actual break of a structure is. My change of character at this point from this, and like at this moment, the actual change of character was still here, was still at the high. Okay, you see why it's so important. The market if the market is showing you an inducement, be careful, because at some point, look at what is leaving behind. The market is actually leaving behind this big, nice POI right here, right? You can cover it like that if you want. There's a POI and then maybe an origin at the very top right there. There was the origin of this order block. You know that because we're like the chuck would happen somewhere way above, the market could even get all the way up here. Okay, market could even get all the way up here, and we are technically still bearish because there is no chuck yet. There is no change of direction. Where was the last confirmed boss? Right here. So if this is my confirmed boss, that makes this my confirmed chuck. Okay, the real one, because this is a fake one right there. That inducement that you're thinking is a boss is not a boss, it's an inducement, and this is not a chunk right there. That's why you got faked out, right? The market was still bearish. I hope you guys understand. You're taking notes right now, because this is what's killing you. This is what making you confused, and this is why you're not understanding market structure. Right here, where is my confirmed? The market was actually like this. This is like confirmed. Um, Lower, this is my higher low, lower, I'm sorry, higher low, yes, my higher low. Then we have a lower low, right? Confirmed at this point. Where was the highest point? This is my confirmed high, right? Lower high. We have a lower high right here, confirmed lower high. Right here, this was not a confirmed lower low. The actual confirmed lower low was right here. Confirmed lower high is actually right here. This is not a lower high, and technically it is lower than this high and then this high, but it's not a confirm. What I'm trying to do here is to mark my structure up. Okay, so technically we're coming from here. We have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and so on, right? You see, so this is all noise. What's happening right here in this area, this is all noise. Internal structure, right? All internal structure, noise. It's very important, guys, to understand when a actual boss is happening and when an inducement is happening. Okay, please understand, because this is key. And as I mentioned, you want to learn smart money concept the proper way. I recommend you watching the free course. If still after watching that entire thing, which is about 55 videos in there, you want to be part of my team, you can go on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. I am offering a bundle right now, which comes with my course, mentorship, VIP signal group, and now I have released an ebook, the Smart Money Concept ebook as well, that is going to help you entirely in understanding the market structure the proper way. Okay, if you know how to mark up your structure, everything will become more easy. Okay, because I know it's sort of confusing. There's a lot of content on YouTube that's going to get you confused. So please be careful, understand, all right? Make sure to just take a look at the free course, okay? Just watch that. If you like this style, let me know. And if you want to stick around for a while, it's a one-time payment, that bundle that I'm offering, just one-time payment, and you're part of the team forever, okay? Full-time access. So again, guys, if you have any questions, leave your comments below. Give it a big thumbs up if you find this content helpful. It motivates me to keep posting videos for you guys, every single week. And with that being said, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, take it easy.